Lots to talk about, what we can expect to see here today, and just some tips on viewing the eclipse too. So first of all, let's talk about the forecast. We have those clouds in place. You've probably been outside or maybe looked outside and wondering, is this going to happen? Well, it's going to be kind of touch and go here in the forecast. We've got mostly cloudy skies, and a lot of us are going to be stuck in the clouds. However, I am optimistic. I'm hopeful that we'll get some breaks and we'll get to see at least the eclipse for a part of the time that it's going. So it starts at 11:38 at the bottom of the screen there. You can see the timeline. This is in Fargo. We'll have some poor visibility at that time. You know, it's going to be kind of variable because we're going to have some breaks in the clouds. Around that 1 o'clock hour when it's at that maximum eclipse, again, it's not total here. It's only partial here in the Red River Valley. And we're looking at an 80% eclipse, which means 80% of the sun will be blocked. So it's going to be like a crescent sun for us here with this event. And then we'll eventually see it end by the 2:20 hour, 2:20 time frame. And that's, of course, when we start to clear, too. So it's the way it goes sometimes. However, I am optimistic. So just a quick little tip. You know, obviously, you don't want to look directly at the sun. And the sunglasses are not going to provide protection for you. And you only want to look through an approved solar filter like we just saw on you guys. And it's even safer to view indirectly, and I'll show you that in a moment. So here's a look outside right now. We're looking at mostly cloudy skies. Not a good picture right now for the eclipse to come in a couple of hours here. And we're looking at rain and some cloud cover still hanging around here this morning. You can see plenty of clouds in the Southern Valley especially. There are some breaks here and there and some good rain coming down in parts of Lakes Country and up along the Canadian border too. So again, a lot of places aren't going to have much luck, but we'll hopefully have some that do. 61 in Fargo, 64 in Grand Forks, your afternoon planner. We're looking at some 70s and some 60s coming up. And a quick look at that hour by hour forecast because that's important as the eclipse approaches here. We're looking around the 11:40 hour. Notice there, at least with the latest model run, this is the newest update that we have. There's a big break in there. I'm hoping this pans out. And this is from the 7 a.m. model run. And not to get too in the weeds about models, but the 7 a.m. run uses actual data, so we tend to really put more credence to these model runs. So I'm hoping that we're looking at some better opportunities for seeing that sunshine. 1 o'clock at max eclipse, there are some good breaks in the clouds. Again, not everybody lucking out. And by the time we get to 2:20, we're still seeing some clouds in some places and more chances for rain into the afternoon. And even some thunderstorms potentially may pop up coming up here today. A quick look at that 7-day planner. Check out that photo. Those are two eagles fighting in Minnesota. Yeah, really cool shot. Must have been. Looking at temperatures back to the 80s by Wednesday. Back to school for Fargo students on Thursday. Nice day, 85. And again, we're looking at temperatures returning back to normal. So again, here's your safe viewing tips. So first of all, your best bet, well, if you want to look at the sun, is to use these glasses that we have. And if you're worried, if you picked up some glasses, if you ordered some online, make sure you check them. And you know, they'll say ISO certified on the side. But in addition to that, it's good to just check. Sometimes, you know, you just can't trust companies. They might print something. Lisa's ready. Lisa's ready.
Is so ready.
But put them on.
Wait for the clouds to move out.
And you guys are saying that you can't really see anything, and that's good. You don't want to be able, in a room with lights on, you shouldn't be able to see much. And one way to test that out is to take your phone out and turn on your LED flashlight. And when you put your glasses on and you see just a little dimness, but you can still see the light, that should mean that they're okay. But make sure that they're ISO certified.
So important.
Yes, very, very important. But I know a lot of people were looking for glasses and couldn't find them. They just were grabbed up everywhere. Yeah. So I have a couple of other options that you could do. And this is actually even safer than glasses because you're never looking at the sun at this point. It's an indirect way. So this is a cereal box. And this is what I was talking about the other day about a pinhole projector. And all I've done is I've cut off the top, or I actually opened the top, and then I don't know if you could see in there, probably not. I placed a sheet of white paper on the other end, and then you close the top again and cut 2 holes, one here and then one here. And then just put some aluminum foil over it and then poke a hole in it. And so then when the eclipse is going, you turn your back to the sun and you look in the hole that's left, and the sun will project through that pinhole and you'll be able to see where the moon is,
That is so
blocking the
cool.
sun. And a lot of people have cereal boxes at home, or if you don't have a cereal box, you can use a shoe box, just something that works. And if you don't have that, if you're at work, just take 2 pieces of paper, just a little more rudimentary, but poke a hole in one, a tiny hole if you can, and then as the sun is projecting through that hole, hold another white piece of paper underneath it, and then you can kind of see a little bit of that crescent that we'll be seeing. That's, of course, if the weather cooperates. But those are 2 options you could do if you missed out on getting some glasses.
Fun science day.
That was
Yeah.
great.
It's a lot
I
of
mean,
fun.
it's amazing what she knows about all this stuff. So can we do a couple eclipse for dummies questions? If you don't
Okay,
mind?
well, I hope I have answers.
So from basically 11:30 till 2:30, I should not look at the sun, or
Well, first of all, never look at the sun. You should never.
what? Okay, I already failed.
You should never be staring at the sun, but it is even more harmful during the time of the eclipse. So
For that,
know.
but I mean, for that whole 3 hours, or just at the
Yeah.
peak, or
no, during that whole 3 hours.
Wow.
Because that's when you're starting to get the moon getting in front of the sun. So, yeah, just don't even take even a glimpse. I know it's hard to resist, especially when
strong,
people are
Chris.
telling
I know.
you
It's
don't.
going to be hard, and that's why they have all
Discipline.
these warnings. A few viewing parties though here in town.
Yeah.
They're going to have some of these classes too at the universities like MSUM and
Oh,
NUSU
nice.
libraries. So
Mm-hmm.
you might be able to score some glasses if you go to those events as well.
Yeah.
today, if the
Yeah.
clouds break. So
Right.
that's going to be.
or just no Lisa Green, you might score some glasses.
That's true.
I
Get a
don't
better
have a
up.
bunch, by the way. Just a few for people here at the station. And we'll be keeping an eye on things and letting you know all about it at noon today too.
Sounds great. Thank you so much,
You
Lisa.
bet.